I got my hands full tonight, there's no doubt about it, but everybody that fights in Pride is tough, so I expect nothing more out of him or any less out of him than any of my other opponents. The one advantage that this fight is going to have for the fans is Chuck fights a lot like I do, so it's going to be throwing down.
I know you lead a very healthy life. You eat very healthy food. How have you prepared for this fight?
Yeah, you're right. I cut down on the double cheeseburgers for about 2 or 3 days before the fight. Always helps out with the stamina. He's a tough guy. There's no doubt about it. He's the standard bearer, in my opinion, the uncrowned king of the light heavyweight division for the UFC. But he's coming into a new territory. There's a lot of tough guys here. I personally think that the toughest fighters fight for pride. And, I think Chuck, is a tremendous athlete and a tremendous competitor. And I give him a tremendous amount of credit for having the guts to come in and fight for pride, because pride is putting out the toughest fighters right now. And so, that kind of attitude is admirable, and I respect it. He's just going to have to, step into pride on somebody else's shoulders, not mine.
What do you think you're best at?
Striking. I just wanted to start. When I'm standing in the ring waiting for, I just wanted to start. I want to start. I want to go after him. I want to hurt him. So, get ready to finish him.
If you win today, are you going to come back again for the next Pride Series?
Sure. I'm here. They got some of the best middleweights in the world here. So, I'm here to prove that we got the #1 and #2 at the UFC.
Okay, here he comes. UFC veteran, and that's the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Chuck Liddell.
You hear the music? He's coming up with the Ultimate Fighting team music.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that. This is the music of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Probably the preeminent mixed martial art event in the United States for sure, and Chuck coming off a huge win over former UFC heavyweight champion Kevin Randleman, a wrestler. And boss, you fought Kevin Randleman.
Oh yeah, and he gave me hell. Trust me on that. That was a tough fight.
Chuck Liddell stopped him with 2 punches.
Yeah, and last time I saw Chuck, I said, Chuck, man, couldn't you have done it a little bit longer, just to make me look good, a little bit better? And he just looked at me and he smiled. But what can he do tonight?
Well, because he's got a tough opponent in front of him. He can't just walk in and just punch Guy Mezger, because Mezger can punch back. In his corner, he has John Lewis and John Hackelman from San Luis Obispo. A very tough set of cornermen themselves, both of them very adept. John Hackelman, one of the unsung heroes of kickboxing in the United States, and John Lewis, veteran of the UFC and extreme fighting. And his opponent, here he comes, one of the stars here in Japan from America, Dallas, Texas to be exact, Guy Mezger, out of the Lion's Den, and that is Ken Shamrock's famous gym in the United States.
Now, Guy has knocked out everybody in his last 3 or 4 fights, and he's looking real sharp. His boxing is improved tremendously. Yeah, and of course, he's got great wrestling skills and submission skills. So this fight is going to be a hell of a fight.
Both of these guys really respect the other. Mezger sometimes can be very, very animated before he gives a fight against a person.
Yep.
And say some real interesting quotes. But against Liddell, he was very, very respectful.
Hey, you have to against a guy like Liddell. Jesus, he comes out of a win of knocking down on a TKO Kevin Randleman. So that's a guy you must be respected. Trust me.
I would have to say, at this moment in Guy Mezger's storied career, of which he's won the Ultimate Fighting Championship tournament, he's won the King of Pancrase title here in Japan. At this point, Guy Mezger's right hand is his best weapon.
Yes, yeah, absolutely right in that. He's got a very good right hand. Yeah, and he knocked out everybody with it, last two fights. Oh no, also a lot of lefts on the ground.
ただいまより第3試合を行います。青コーナー188センチ98キロチャック・リデー
Chuck Liddell, very interesting looking individual, could be straight out of a video
赤
game.
コーナー183センチ94キロガイ・メッツァー
Guy Mezger.
塩崎健
Both these guys know there's a little bit more at stake than a battle of two possible top 10 light heavyweights. Mezger fought in the UFC previously and has been fighting in Japan in Pride for the last couple of years. This is Chuck Liddell's first time in Pride. And so this may be like the first fight that show things to come. Maybe more UFC fighters will want to follow Chuck Liddell into the ring of Pride. Here we go, round one.
A very careful touching gloves right there. Ooh, and he starts off with a good combination, left hook, right low kick. I love that combination, by the way.
Good, beautiful right hand there by Liddell. Liddell coming out very relaxed. Looks like the more powerful of the two at this point. Hook off the jab attempt there by Guy Mezger.
Comes through. Oh, very nice high kick. Very well timed.
Into the Greco clinch there. I would have to say that Guy would want this fight on the ground more than Chuck would.
I don't know.
Because being former King of Pancrase, he's got some wins by submission. Chuck primarily has done most of his damage with punches standing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If he wants to play it safe, bring it to the ground. But Chuck is a good wrestler.
Chuck is a great wrestler. In training with Tito Ortiz, who is the UFC light heavyweight champion currently, the word is on the street that Tito has a lot of problems stopping Chuck from taking him down, and vice versa. Chuck is very hard for Tito to take down. So Chuck is really good at wrestling. Don't know anything about his submission game or his defense against submissions. But being with John Lewis in his corner, I'm sure he's got to know how to defend most, if not all, submissions.
Yeah, he's trained with Scott Adams. We saw him also fight. Great submission guy, too.
Beautiful leg locker, Scott Adams.
Yep.
Here we are at a slowdown. I had predicted that possibly this fight could have a lot of strategy and not be a barn burner because both men respect each other's punching power and wrestling ability. Right now, no one even close to a takedown. I think the Guy could use his right knee here.
Yeah.
Especially now that he's got the underhook.
Now it's better to do it.
Right
yes,
now.
that's
But
right.
he missed the opportunity.
And there's the high kick again. He connected. If he puts a little bit more power behind it. Oh, a very nice left ahead.
They're shooting it out. Liddell wants some action. He wants to step in and trade with Mezger. Mezger working very well as a counter fighter and coming in raging with a left hook. He may have stunned Chuck Liddell with that left hook.
Very nice. He faked the right hand, and then he came with the left.
Don't want to drop your head like that. Oh, looks like Guy is cut.
Yep. I see it. Where is it? The right eye? I can't see it from here.
A real give and take match so far. Nice right hand with the top. More of a grazing blow. Really, in stand-up, it's sort of like they're neutralizing each other so perfectly, but they're still landing on each other.
Yeah, and who's going to make the big mistake? And who's going to throw the big hand?
It's that left hook. We've seen Guy Mezger use his right hand so well. His left hook is starting to land on a fairly regular basis. Liddell has got to keep that right hand up when they get close to protect the left side of his head, and his chin especially. because Mezger lands that left hook on the chin. He could put him down, maybe out. Good low kick there by Guy Mezger.
What a strategic, that's the word, game it is here, huh? There we go again. He's doing constantly the same combination, and it works. Left hook, right straight.
Good double jab there. Good left high kick, partially blocked by Liddell. Guy Mezger taking a little bit of control here in the stand-up game.
Right low kick back again.
Liddell has got to get busy here. If I were Liddell, I would throw a punch combination and then shoot for a takedown.
That was a true range looking kick. That was a stay away from me kick. And it worked, actually.
It looks like mentally, Mezger is gaining confidence as the round goes.
I just wanted to say the same thing.
That's why we work so well together, boss. We got the psychic connection. Mezger boxing so patiently. Side kick there by Guy Mezger, left side kick. Liddell is kind of having, looking a little bit puzzled here with the riddle of Guy Mezger.
If Guy would change the combination one time to a right straight and a left hook, instead of a left hook, right straight, it could surprise him.
This is the first time that we've seen a UFC fighter, a current UFC fighter, come in and fight one of our fighters. It's really an interesting fight so far. Mezger very patient, but Mezger doesn't wait. See, he comes in, nice tricky right-left kick combination there. Piling up the points. Guy Mezger straight right, boss, just like you wanted.
Yep, that's what he needs. Throws a little bit more combination, different combinations.
Into the round.
Do you think that Chuck is tiring here?
I don't know. I thought in the beginning that Guy was a little tired, but look at this. He's throwing out the combination with a lot of power. If any of these punches hit, it's going to be a KO there again. The left hook. Very nice. Kick to the liver.
Liddell pressing the action.
Oh, that was a hard one.
Liddell wanting a shootout here. Mezger picking at him, picking him apart basically from the outside.
So he can take a shot, and he can give one.
Liddell has definitely got to regroup if this round goes to the distance, because right now Mezger is figuring him out on a standing game, and Liddell couldn't take Mezger down. Sakuraba couldn't take Mezger down.
No, that was the biggest thing there, the upset. He couldn't take him down, and that's why Guy did real good against him.
Both men have been in with some of the greatest fighters in the sport. As I said before, Mezger fought Sakuraba. He also fought Vanderlei Silva, of which he lost, but it was a great fight, and Mezger controlled the fight early on, but it was a lot more aggressive. Here he's being patient, he's picking his shots, he's being busy when he needs to be, and he's throwing his punches in different combinations to keep Liddell guessing.
And every time he's going low with his body to trick kind of Chuck, and he comes up with a left high hook, and it's working. Every time it works. There he goes again. He's doing good. Ooh, that was a big right hand by Chuck, and another one.
But it didn't land.
No, it lands half behind the ear. The wrestling skills. Yeah, if this fight goes to the ground, I would be surprised. Don't tell me it's going to happen now.
Come to the inside, get a body lock, Chuck. Come to the inside.
I think Chuck is trying for it.
Well, Guy's got the right underhook.
That was a good body shot, and another one. And it's a dangerous one because it's a liver shot right there.
He's bleeding, Chuck. He's bleeding. Let's go.
Guy's bleeding.
Looks like he might be bleeding out the nose. Doesn't look like he's got a cut as we thought earlier.
Yep.
But Liddell does look like the bigger man of the two. Liddell with a good chopping right hand. That's been one of Mezger's downfalls. That's what Vanderlei Silva beat him with, was the right hand, sort of the right hook. Wow. Liddell really putting up some aggression here. Trying to
bleeding.
Liddell trying to change the tempo of the fight here. Yeah, he looks like he's got a bloody nose.
Oh, yeah. He got hit again. Now, this is a good-looking fight again. I mean, we had some fights today already. Who's going to throw the bomb?
I think both men are going to save the bomb for the second or third round.
Oh, very hard.
I take that back. I take that back. Mezger threw the bomb.
High kick.
Mezger really coming after Chuck Liddell. It put him down for a second with that overhand.
Whoa, what a takedown.
Mezger getting the takedown. Chuck Liddell fighting back. Oh my God, boss, what a change of events.
Oh my God, what a good fight.
It looked like he almost knocked him out with that right hand.
To touch gloves,
My
and they're
God.
going again.
Well, for sure, Mezger has definitely got this round in the bag now.
This is energy, throwing energy out. This is taking away a lot from both of the fighters.
Mezger really took a chance, and that punch nailed Chuck Liddell. Chuck can take a shot.
He can really take a shot because the high kick also connected.
Liddell looks like he's regrouping and regaining his faculties.
Yeah, I mean, that left.
Mezger's smart. He's not trying to jump on him and spend all his energy. He's waiting. But Chuck can't afford to wait here. Chuck has got to press the action because this is where Mezger's dangerous so far.
1 minute left in the first round.
This has been a tactical round so far, but it's been a really, really interesting round and some excitement there. Mezger with that big bomb over the top. Looked like an Igor Vovchanchyn right hand.
Yeah, how long is this fight going to be, huh? We don't know.
Yeah, it looks like Liddell is dropping his mouth a little bit. Looks like he might be getting a little winded here.
Yeah, but both of them are. I mean, it had to be. They threw away some energy.
They did. I mean, Guy really pressed the action there, and Chuck fought back in that clinch, too. He took some shots, but he tried to fight back. But Guy exhibited a lot of wiliness and stayed out of the way of the knees and the punches. Liddell tried for his own home run punch.
Very nice combo. Again with the left hook and the right straight. He ducked, countered, left hook, right straight. Right to the solar plexus, which is a very smart thing to do now,
But he
almost
ducked into a roundhouse kick. What a great round for Guy Mezger. Now,
what a fight today.
Now, Liddell coming off the big knockout over Kevin Randleman, but Kevin Randleman, his game is the ground.
Yeah.
He's by no stretch of the imagination, even though he's improved his stand-up vastly, the level of stand-up of a Guy Mezger, and Chuck now knows that.
Yeah. No, this is...
It's like...
it's kind of what we expected, what we said before to each other. There's probably going to be a striking match because I don't think that any one of them can take the other one to the ground, or there must be like a little upset, a mistake.
Okay, here's that overhand right. Oh, and that clearly knocked down Chuck Liddell.
Watch the high kick now. Bog also ahead.
That was a good... Now, Chuck fires back, though. He's trying to trade with Guy, so he got a flash knockdown, Mezger did, but Chuck Liddell is not out by any stretch of the imagination. He's firing back with knees and punches. It was a dogfight there at the end. Guy has to be thinking, wow, I just hit this guy with a shot and knocked him down, but he just got right back up like a Terminator and fought back.
Yeah,
and
Chuck can take a punch.
Yeah, but he rolled with that kick too. And that kick wasn't a Muay Thai kick, it was more of a karate kick, but nonetheless, and he got a takedown there too. Mezger won that round big.
Yep.
There he is, getting the instructions from Ken Shamrock, who's in front of him.
2 more rounds of 5 minutes. My God, this is going to be beautiful.
Both these young men are in their early 30s. Chuck Liddell, 31 years old, and Guy Mezger, 33. But both men are in their fighting prime, boss.
Yeah. I think around that age is the best time. I always said, I think my strongest age, when I felt myself the most strong, was when I was 30.
Now, did you see how closely the referee watched out for Chuck Liddell when he took the knockdown?
Yeah.
The referees here are very concerned with the safety of the fighters, and he kept a real good eye on Chuck to make sure he wasn't hurt, because if he was hurt, he would have stopped the fight to ensure that Chuck can come back and fight another day.
Right down the middle.
Round 2.
Round 2. Boss, I look forward to this round because you came up in kickboxing. I've trained in kickboxing. We've seen some really good and unpredictable moves here, and some classic moves. Straight rights, left hooks, low kicks.
Ooh, ooh, oh.
Chuck trying to take care of business, trying to get control.
Oh.
It's a knockout.
Oh my
It's a
God.
knockout. Chuck Liddell has knocked Guy Mezger
it.
out. He has knocked him out with one punch.
Right uppercut.
Right hand. Chuck Liddell coming out saying, no, I'm not going to lose this fight. I'm going to take this fight. Wow.
Oh, it was the right uppercut that did the trick. And what a hard punch. Oh, he had him a few times. He set him up with the right straights. And then that uppercut.
You know, it's funny because Guy Mezger may have given Chuck Liddell his wake-up call in that first round, in that last minute or so. And Chuck came out and thought, you know what? I'm not going to lose this fight. He pressed the action. Now he's down to be concerned over Guy.
21 seconds in round number 2.